My name is Abe. I was Employee of the Year. Now I'm dead meat.
Pull a gun on me again and you're dead meat.
Dead meat! You might actually beat me. You really think so? Hell no! You're dead meat.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror video games and show you how they were made. I'm Zoran, the future Mr. Crazy Pickle Lady Gavoyich, and today we're taking a look at Choo Choo Charles, released in 2022. Choo Choo Charles joins a long list of games that put a horror twist on something originally meant for kids. In this case, it's Thomas the Tank Engine, who originated in the UK with the 1945 Railway book series, before being adapted to the 80s television show, narrated by the fourth Beatle himself, Ringo Starr.
He's a cheeky little engine with 6 small wheels, a short stumpy funnel, a short stumpy boiler, and a short stumpy dome.
Okay, Ringo, let's not be a short stumpy dick. Wait, Choo Choo Charles is a first-person, open-world horror game that puts players in the shoes of a character known only as the Archivist. They're called to the island mining town of Aranirum in order to stop the man-eating Choo Choo Charles and his train of terror. The Archivist's time on the island mainly consists of riding the rails from fetch quest to fetch quest, all made possible by a town full of mostly forgettable NPCs, with a few notable exceptions.
I need my pickles!
Created by Two Star Games, the game studio run by a solo 20-year-old named Gavin Eisenbeis. Yes, one person made this game and they weren't even old enough to legally drink. In fact, Eisenbeis had a few games under his belt before Charles. Starting at age 14, he made Sumo Skydiver. And then at 16, his first serious game was My Beautiful Paper Smile.
It did okay, but it wasn't quite where I wanted things to be.
With his parents pressuring him to go to college, Eisenbeis was determined to show them that he could make it as a game developer instead. So he pitched a game to the internet to see if there was any interest. Inspired by the Spider Thomas animations by Tom Coben, who is credited as character inspiration, Eisenbeis wanted to make a game where people were hunted by a killer train, something the internet was already obsessed with, having modded Thomas the Tank Engine into games like Resident Evil and Skyrim. He released the concept trailer for Choo Choo Charles in October 2021, racking up millions of views and over 85,000 wish lists on Steam. With the hype train officially pulling out of the station, all Gavin had to do was actually make the game.
Only problem, just one little thing, I had no fucking clue how to make an open world game.
Completely self-taught through online tutorials, Eisenbeis fought an uphill battle against his own lack of experience in order to create a game that not only worked, but was actually fun to play.
There were various points throughout development when I would be playing the game, or I'd have a friend playing the game, and I'd realize, oh, like this really sucks.
After only 15 months of development, Choo Choo Charles was released in 2022 and quickly became a viral sensation, even drawing attention from major media outlets, much to Eisenbeis' surprise.
It's Spider Train. Why are you even looking at this?
Critical response was not good, with the game receiving a 4 out of 10 bad rating from IGN.
Sadly, I have to recommend you choose a different way to spend your time.
But critics be damned, because kids absolutely love this game. Unlike Dead Meat writer Addison, who wrote Choo Choo Charles videos at her old job and has now been forced to write this first draft.
I swear to God, I'm gonna kill you by the end of this video.
I look forward to it. To this day, the game's made over $13 million in gross revenue and maintains a very positive rating on Steam.
Yeah, the reaction from fans was phenomenal.
Personally, I think the game can get real repetitive real quick, with characters delivering the same information over and over, and nothing much to see or do other than collect some scrap metal, avoid copy-pasted enemies, and wait for Charles to appear. Luckily, it doesn't overstay its welcome with a brisk 3 to 4 hour playtime, and stands as a testament to what one kid can do when he really doesn't want to listen to his parents. How many victims will we need to... Oh shit, that's the 310 to Bixby. Sorry, I gotta go.
Welcome passengers to the health train.
Whoa, this isn't the 310 to Bixby?
No, you reference-obsessed cartoon man. This is the train where we make stops at the doctor appointments you've been putting off.
Whoa, that is way too many stops. I've been putting off so many appointments, like my biannual dentist appointment, my annual checkup, and my dermatology appointment for that weird rash that started talking to me.
Ew.
Well, I don't have time for all that right now. I gotta do a kill count.
We know, but your health is important too. You should have used today's sponsor, ZocDoc,
To avoid putting off the appointments, I know. After all, ZocDoc allows you to search and compare high-quality in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment. Look, let's make a deal, okay? I'm gonna use ZocDoc right now. See, I can filter from over 100,000 doctors across every specialty based on my insurance location and needs. And then I'll select and instantly book from their actual appointment openings. Yep, look, most of these have openings in the next 3 days. Does that work for you? Can we stop all this and go back to the kill count set?
This is acceptable.
Find the healthcare you need that fits into your schedule by going to ZocDoc.com/deadmeat to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/deadmeat. ZocDoc.com/deadmeat. Still wish I'd gotten to go to Bixby! How many victims will we need to keep track of during this terror train wreck? Let's find out and get to the kills. The game begins with a phone call from Eugene, an old friend of our player character, known only as the Archivist, a monster hunting museum owner. Eugene levies a quest on us that involves coming to his home island of Aranirum in order to help him get rid of a creature that's been eating the miners and their families.
I hope you're ready for a little monster hunt.
I hope you're ready for questions about how big your Polaroid camera is. Eugene rows our boat through mid-Greyguard to the island of Aranirum, which is Latin for spider, cluing us into the kind of monster we'll be hunting.
They call him Charles. Half train, half giga-spider from hell.
So, a spider a train. Got it. More pressing question, are you a telepath? Because your lips aren't moving. Hey, whoa, answer my question, you spry bastard. Eugene really wants to put the train in this training mission by giving us a non-murder train inside this building. But wouldn't you know it? Locked. Looks like it's baby's first mission, literally, as he tasks us with locating a small key. All right, maybe it's one under this very large key. Oh no, it's the very large key. The supposedly small key opens the way to a cute little yellow train. Oh, guess this is gonna serve as our mode of transportation, weapon, shield, and respawn point throughout the game. The train comes with a scrap-based upgrade system and a map of the area with quest markers that thankfully don't include any Ubisoft-style collectathons. Yeah, that's right, you do your own grunt work, Ben Franklin. Our Dutch angle pocketed professor says it's time to graduate to train murder. Full steam ahead!
No pun intended.
Speak for your goddamn self. No! We clipped through most of the wall in order to search for Charles.
Do you hear that? It's him! It's him!
Oh, speak of the devil train. We open fire on him while Eugene tries to old-timey box the boxcar, which goes as well as can be expected. But we can't add him to the count just yet. Eugene's still got a deathbed monologue, telling us that the fight against Charles is gonna be a lot harder than we anticipated. But not as annoying as Nightmare Mode, which was a free DLC that is actually designed for rage quitting, with its darker setting, angrier Charles, and permadeath. No, thank you very much. And now we can add Eugene to the count, as we O'Neill next to him listening to his final words.
Find the eggs. Find my son.
Your son came in second to your shopping list? Oh, bad dad, bad dad. With that, we take the midnight train going anywhere we can pick up the next quest. And looks like this whole island is populated with ventriloquists?
Hey, aren't you the new guy who's come here to work for us?
Actually, the lack of facial animations was something that didn't even cross Eisenbice's mind, but were brought up during playtests alongside the generic look of the characters, which were all rendered in Adobe Fuse, a since discontinued software designed to simplify character model creation.
By the time I actually knew that people would have liked it to be higher quality, it was too late in development to make changes like that anyways.
Well, I guess if it's good enough for Bloodborne NPCs, it's good enough for Chuck. Our first side quest comes from Ronnie here, who promises to give us some scrap metal in exchange for grabbing pepperwork that he needs for a lawsuit against mining company owner Warren Charles III.
I'm gonna suit the pants off of Warren once I escape this island.
Reason 505 not to wear pants. Can't sue him off if you never had them on. Put him
back on right now, you motherfucker!
Ronnie's pepper work is hidden somewhere in the mining facility, so we mirror's edge our way up the tower, finding a barrel of lime paint and a note revealing that the mining operation was going broke after failing to strike it rich. Oh man, do I need to call Blackhand Kelly to fix things? Farther up the stairs, we finally find the pepper work. Oh boy, I bet Ronnie's gonna be so grateful for this.
You look like a monkey climbing those towers.
Well, you look like your shirt shrank in the wash. Huh. Thanks for the scraps, dick. Oh, sorry, your name's Ronnie? I meant you're an asshole. We give the train a quick makeover. Yeah. Then get that mean green machine back in locomotion. You know, I hope the rest of the townsfolk aren't as rude as Ronnie.
The Archivist, in all your radiant glory.
Well, hello to you too. Okay, well, this flattering fellow is Gale, who tells us that there's a temple on the island with a curious prism at the top designed with one purpose.
To destroy monster eggs.
Dun, dun, dun! Come on, man, try not to look so bored. It's exciting. Gale says we'll need to collect 3 of Charles's train eggs and put them in the prison to create a sky beam that lures Charles into a final confrontation. Oh, so it's like an Easter egg hunt. But instead of chocolate, the eggs are full of questions, like how does a train lay eggs? Are they delicious? Can I get a side of boxcar bacon? That's an extra charge? No thank you. Gale gives us a mine key and the location of the first egg. But first we'll need to get some better weapons. So we find a woman with a dashing tattoo named Gertrude. Seems her late husband was building a gun especially designed to fight Charles. We can have it as long as we get the barrels back from Warren's mob. Oh, and one more thing. She wants us to name the gun Bob after her late husband. Okay, I'll do it, but I'm gonna say it like Blackadder. Bob. In a nearby municipal building, we find a note from Eugene's son detailing the plans for a mutiny against Warren and the miners siding with him. Another note describes one of Charles's weaknesses, rickety bridges. Oh, and I guess Choo Choo's Chuck is sensing us plotting his demise, showing up to blast his scary music, clip through the walls, and terrorize this guy. Oh, look at how scared he is. You can tell by his blank expression. Turns out this is Paul, Eugene's son, and god damn it, we found him before the eggs. Oh man, Eugene must be rolling over in his grave. That is, if we bothered to bury him. Paul gives us explosives to plant along the support pillars of the bridge. So we complete the Bridge to Nowhere mission faster than you can say John Marston and are rewarded with the key to the temple.
That's a surprise tool that can help us later.
Okay, where were we? Lost my train of thought and my train. Oh, there it is. Ah, yes, I remember. We've got to go to the mob camp in order to grab Bob's parts.
Whoa, man. Let's keep this PG-13. Kids love this game.
Oh, no. I'm talking about a machine gun named Bob. We gotta get those parts.
I don't pay attention to you.
Why the fuck did you come in here? 2 tracks diverge in a yellow wood, and I take the one less traveled. Probably because it leads to a bunch of guys who shoot at you. We fire back, but it doesn't stop us from getting killed, aka derailed. Next go around, we manage to shoot 2 of Warren's goons on the way into the mining camp. Inside, we find a wall of creepy Choo Choo Charles merch. And I guess we're supposed to think that the mob, goon, cult people worship Triple C, when it seems like they're just mercs hired by Warren Charles III to protect the eggs. I mean, I actually have some questions. Oh look, hey Charles, could you, no, you're just gonna run around? All right, cool. Well, we managed to evade and pick up a camp key that unlocks a building with the missing gun barrels. We pick them up and Bob's your uncle. Your doomsday prepper gun-toting uncle who isn't invited to Thanksgiving anymore. We do a quick stopover by a Fortnite fire. Yes, daily done. And now it's mine time. We have now entered a stealth section, which is regarded as the worst part of this game. You can't even crouch. I mean, at least Link was able to crouch. Not that it helped at all with that goddamn Yiga clan. And you can forget about any Joel level shivving either. You just get a lean. You just go, whoa, I'm leaning. That's, sneaky. This section is so annoying that Eisenbeiss himself even regrets having the mob in the game.
I spent lots and lots of time trying to make that AI and that stealth stuff work, and it just didn't. It still fell flat.
As flat as our corpse falls when we're killed by these mobby dicks 2 times. So we give up on stealth and just run to grab our Chachapoyan fertility egg, as well as some more delicious scrap. Nom 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 nom. Back of the train, a furious Charles attacks us for egg napping. We try and shoot at him, but can't do enough damage to stop him from Choo Choo choosing us to die. So how's that new weapon going?
Not great, Bob.
There's There's no doubt that a lot of this game's popularity comes from Charles's design, which went through many iterations, with its final design taking inspiration from Pennywise and his gigantic mouth. For Charles's Giga Spider half, Eisenbeiss actually purchased pre-made spider assets.
Then I just said, oh hey, here's a spider. And then I said, oh hey, here's Charles. And I just squished them together.
He then used a plugin to animate the legs to save time.
I don't really know how all that stuff works. That's why I downloaded it, so it would make my life easier.
Never underestimate the laziness of a teenager. After a quick respawn, a mushy-mouthed cowboy gives us a key to grab some scrap from his barn.
We're happy you came to help us out of this predicament with Charles and that madman Warren.
You're very welcome. And I guess when it rains scrap, it pours. Since this casual lady with her shotgun just standing in the rain gives us the keys to her house. Okay, this is really starting to trigger my Resident Evil PTS key. Guy! Inside, we find a letter to Eugene detailing how Charles has become more and more aggressive lately. Well, we'll just make sure to drop this note off on his rotting corpse. Should we bury him? Nah. Our fetch-athlon continues with Weird Tank Top Daryl, who seems to be a living action figure with multiple points of articulation. He wants us to use some lockpicks to open a chest outside. Oh, little does he know, we're the master of unlocking. Ho ho ho. And now I see why he couldn't do it himself. Because this lockpick minigame sucks. Ugh, makes me pine for Elder Scrolls Oblivion. We finally get the chest open to reveal an ancient tablet leading us to believe that Charles might be older than we think. The story of Choo Choo Charles is pretty bare bones, having been non-existent when Eisenbeiss started developing the game. After going through about 4 script iterations and help from his friends and family, a lot of the lore is just revealed through notes. From them, we can decipher that Charles is some kind of ancient demon who is locked away in the island's interior before accidentally being released by the Charles Mining Company. And then, much like a hermit crab, this demon spider crawled into one of the old mining locomotives to give us his current form. After earning Daryl's respect,
they earned my respect.
I just fucking said. Well, we pick up the next mine key from a heavy shoulder-breathing lady and her. I'm sorry, is that a pet rock? Okay, well, this was actually put there because Eisenbeiss made the character's arms too short to reach their legs. And rather than redo the character model, he just popped a rock in there, which a news site praised as a genius bug fix.
I guess it was a slow news day?
Very slow. This lady blandly exposits the same info we've heard before.
Our theory is that putting these eggs in the temple at the center of the island will provoke Charles into a fight to the death.
Oh, how I yearn for something to break up this monotony. Oh, look, a house fire. Yes, that'll do nicely. Sergeant Flint is just casually watching his house burn down, claiming he started the fire while testing out a flamethrower. But we all know it was probably from when Flint rubbed up against Sergeant Steele. Meow. Stop it! Flint promises to give us his Ripley special if we can put out the fire, which we're able to do in about 5 seconds.
Using the water tank to put out the fire. Pure genius. Woohoo!
Or just common sense. He hands off the flamethrower, nicknamed Bug Spray, and leaves us with some final words of wisdom.
Shoot dang.
And if you're wondering where all of our weapons actually get their names, well, they were all suggestions from Eisenbeiss's social media audience. You know, kind of like an improv show, but for murder. Our Woodley wandering is finally broken up by a wicked witch of the quests.
Hello, darling.
This is Lisbeth Murkwater, and she's got a stew bubbling and needs us to toil and trouble ourselves to find its final ingredient, a dead fish over on yonder island. We cave to Murkwater's demands and head down the witch's road. Where it goes, no one knows.
Although, you'll need to be wary of Barry, the swamp monster.
I'm sorry, there's a swamp monster? Okay, why does anyone live on this island? I bet the property tax is low. We get a look at her stew recipe and oh good, she's a cannibal. Wonder if she's shipping that over to Todd's restaurant. We then hop into the swamp to do our thing, and according to the marvelous Mrs. Hazel, we can avoid Barry by being still when he comes near us. His vision is based on movement, which we apparently move too much for, because Barry swims up from nowhere and jump scares us to death. Okay, fine, no problem, we'll just be more careful. Hey, we've all seen the water level in Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Just need to avoid the splashes and stay still. Nothing bad'll happen. Wait, what's that sound? shit. Trains can't swim, can they? Can they? Yes, they can! Yes, they can! Go! Anyone get the number of that locomotive?
Sorry, I missed it.
And I will say the train whistling in the distance is absolutely the creepiest part of this game. It's a great precursor to a Charles attack that is especially freaky when you're out in the open. And it was all these random attacks that Eisenbeiss spent a lot of time perfecting.
That was something that was such a pain.
Charles was programmed using behaviors in Unreal Engine 4's Blueprint visual scripting system. Eisenbeiss knew he wanted the player to either be able to hide from Charles or fight him long enough for him to run away. But the question now was, how often would he attack? First, Eisenbeiss tried timed encounters where Charles would attack every 10 to 15 minutes.
It was pissing me off while I was testing the game.
Okay, so what if he just randomly wandered around the island?
If you have a spider train in a massive island that's just walking around randomly, you'll never find him.
He finally landed on a system where Charles would slowly encircle the player in a series of spirals, getting closer and closer over time. Unfortunately, Charles was so big and heavy, he kept getting stuck in the environment. So Eisenbeiss created a series of checks and tests that would allow this Roomba from hell to get unstuck.
First step, if he gets stuck, he'll run around in a circle until he gets unstuck. If that doesn't work and he's still not moving, then he has to teleport to a new location. And if that still doesn't work, then he'll keep teleporting until he gets to a location where he actually has navigation.
It took many months of playtesting to perfect, but finally he found the balance.
It's weird. In order to make something feel natural, it has to be so unnatural.
After one more go at the unburyable swamp quest, we managed to crawl onto the shore, grabbing some scraps and we hop back in the water and avoid Barry Burke Not a Man, getting to the shore to allow Murkwater's stew construction to continue. See ya, Grunty! We venture into another mine and Mock Pick open a chest to find, oh, are you kidding me? More green paint? Where are they hiding the blue? I want a Thomas the Tank Engine train. Whatever, I guess I'll go find the egg. Oh man, it's green too. I guess I'll just run away from these really honest bad guys.
I'm gonna shoot you!
We're all voiced by the creator himself, Gavin Eisenbeiss. Okay, well, we made it out of there to triumphantly make our train a slightly different green. Oh, blah. You know what? I'm tired of my train. I'm gonna walk to the next fetch quest so I can enjoy this beautiful landscape. Oh, did I say beautiful? Because I meant repetitive as hell, using recycled trees and not much else. In fact, this whole island that's 6 square kilometers has just a couple little Easter eggs, including these crabby cairns and this Dolly day camp of death. Look away, Chucky!
Actually, I'm kinda into it.
Eisenbeiss admits that designing the open world was the most tedious work, taking him 4 full months to complete.
I did a lot of live streams of it as well, to try and make it a little bit less tedious, which did help.
We eventually come across another cabin with a flanneled female. Hey lady, you need help with anything?
I need my pickles!
Yes, little meaties, I'd like you to meet my new favorite video game character, a Pickle Lady. She loves pickles this much and needs us to fetch her last jar of pickles on the island. But where are they?
Locked away inside my pickle cave!
Oh, hey, like James said, let's keep this PG-13, Pickle Lady. The Pickle Lady was voiced by Steph Crothers, an Australian voice actor who went by Daisy Rose for this game's credits. After watching some of her TikTok, she seems really cool. And not just because she records pantsless, like all true voice actors. Her performance is hands down my favorite part of this game, even if she actually never puts her hands down. In her house, we find a note from Pickle Lady, and she even signs her name Pickles. Oh, we cannot let her down. To the Pickle Cave! No, Pickles!
Pickles?
Inside the Death Star Destruction Zone, we find the Pickle Cave, where we pickle the lock and, oh, that was no big deal. Looks like we can relish in our victory. I'm sorry, that joke was a little cornichon. Stop. Nah, I'm just gherking your chain. Pickle puns. Then return to the Pickle Lady for the moment we've all been waiting for.
You are my pickle hero!
Forget the guy who took an arrow to the knee. Pickle Lady is the best video game character ever made. Can I marry her? Like in Elder Scrolls? No? Oh, who am I kidding? She'll never love me like she loves pickles, but my heart will always brine for her. Pickles! Pickles! Also, anyone else think she sounds like Chelsea?
I don't sound anything like that.
Hi, y'all. I'm the Pickle Lady, and I need my pickles. Of course, if you love pickles as much as me, you'll want to pick a pack of Pickle Lady pickles today. Located in your local dumbass mini-game chest. Pickles!
Well, shoot dang. Guess the game's gonna be all downhill from here. But at least I found some paint, so now I can ride the purple line. Wonder if the next guy's name's gonna be Howard. Nope, it's Choo Choo Charles, trying to transfer me to the deadline instead. But this time I'm able to use the flamethrower to scare him off like a thing in a snowstorm. Yeah, get your spider butt out of here. So now we're able to keep riding the rails. Perhaps forever. Da 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 da. Da 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 da, da da da, boring. Over on the dock, we meet Santiago, the V-neck business sea captain who's waiting for a boat, possibly forever. Oh, and he forgot his journal and wants me to get it in exchange for scrap. Yeah, sure thing. Let me just take a quick peek over here and... Come on, let me end this, please. Oh, no. Let me jump in the water and drown myself. I don't want to do another fetch quest. Oh, man. I guess since this game won't let us Adobe refuse these stock characters, I'll go get his stupid gurnal. You happy now?
I would hope, for your own good, that you didn't peek inside.
Oh, why's that? You got something naughty written in there? Oh my god. You sick son of a bitch! We get as far away from Santiago as fast as we can before we run into Theodore, the fifth beetle. Okay, fine. What do you want us to fetch you?
Find the blue box and bring it back to me.
Wait, the TARDIS? Yes! Allons-y! Newly invigorated, we ride our train, and along the way, I can't help but appreciate all these scribbly textures everywhere and the general art style of the game. A style that Eisenbeiss admits was designed for this game to go viral, alongside the catchiness of a spider train.
It was a big point for me to try to do anything I could to make the game go just be more inherently viral.
We make our way to the train yard, but are disappointed that this TARDIS stands for time and relative disappointment instead. Oh, and we get shot by a bug-eyed peg doll. Okay, well, we're definitely in the later Moffat years here. Luckily, inventory items transcend death, so we're able to deliver the box.
Now take these scraps and skedaddle.
We do, skedaddling our way, right into Charles's stomach. Damn you, hungry pig!
Choo choo! I'm a hungry pig. Choo choo. Food makes me big.
But hey, at least we'll respawn at the train. It's like a shortcut, a deadly shortcut through Chuck's poop caboose. We ride to our next NPC who wins the award for most disinterested in the game, John Smith.
What about me?
Oh no, you're not disinterested. You have a vested hate in this game. Also, please take your bear trap. Thank you, Addison. I put up with this because she's a really good writer. John is so disinterested, he's actually doing arm stretches this entire time.
Paul asked me to design a new weapon to help you hunt Charles.
I'm sorry, am I boring you? Well, some may recognize his voice as Twitch streamer Brendan Throw, aka Sneak Snag. Of course, this sneak wants us to snag him some ammunition for his homemade rocket launcher. After reading a note that might as well have been his audition sides, we go visit a man named Greg. Okay, old Greg, what do you want? Maybe to drink some Baileys out of a shoe?
We need you to steal all three and use them to bait Charles so we can destroy him.
Same quest we do every night, Pinky. Try to save train eggs from taking over the world. He gives us the final mine key, and we continue wandering until, hark, we see a lighthouse. Oh, I bet it's bonkers beautiful up there. I just wish I had someone to share the view with.
Inside my pickle cave.
Instead, we get Claire, the Lighthouse Keeper. Oh, what's going on with the face there?
I was recently attacked by Charles.
And that's all the wounds you got? And here I thought we'd interrupted your Ziggy Stardust makeup tutorial. Anyway, we help her get the lighthouse up and running again, making sure that any future hot pants shipments are safe. We've now been wandering this island so long that I'm actually starting to feel a calming mist-like atmosphere, but maybe that's just boredom. But hey, at least there's a good score to keep me company, created by British composer Thomas Bellingham. His dark ambient tracks really add to the atmosphere, and I'm a particular fan of Charles's chase music. Now, back to some bunker busting. Yes, explosives. Ooh, that seems like a dynamite plan. We'll just place those on the door and stand right here. Huh, I wonder if I'm standing too close. Let's try that again. This time we reach minimum safe distance and gain entrance to the blood-soaked bunker. Oh, hello, Wiggly Rope. Which way to the rockets? Thanks. We then return our rockets to Johnny so he can start a restaurant chain.
After you're done, I have a few people to visit with it, if you catch my drift.
Or murder people. That's an option too. We then pop the boomer onto the train and painstakingly paint every rocket to now match our paint job. Ooh. Time well spent. Oh, look at that! We found an important item, and so we must be getting an attack. So we give him some of our special boomers to send him on a trip. Hey man, enjoy the ride. I'll see you after you experience ego death. A carbon copy cabin introduces us to another Aeronerium, or, you know, whatever they're called.
Say, you're that monster hunter.
Did they pass out a picture of me or something? She needs help with a ghost that's been leaving 16 spooky drawings in the boulder field every night. Again, why do you live on this island? She half-assed her job, so it's up to us to collect the last 8. And then maybe she'll share some of that blue paint she's clearly hoarding. I see you painted yourself with it. Ian, give it to me! Want my blue paint? The gameplay and premise of this mission is inspired by Slender, the Slender Man game released in 2012. In it, the player runs around the woods collecting 8 pages, running from the creepypasta monster Slender Man. Of course, in this legally distinct enough version, instead of Slender Man, you're being chased by, oh, I guess the Wall Rider from Outlast. And when it catches you, instead of game over, you just get warped to another location nearby. Oh, and the drawings are more Choo Choo Charles related, with some really harsh criticism for the artist.
Drawn by a child who clearly failed their arts and crafts class.
After a lot of frustrating running and warping and running and warping and running and warping and blah, we sprint towards the final page and... Oh, okay, that's it. Bustin' makes me feel good. And that fitting anticlimax completes all the side quests. So it's time to head north to the final mine. But first we upgrade our train with some scrappy-dappy-doo! Oh, and now it gives us a couple of snow-piercing horns. Ooh, fun. One of Warren's goons spots us on the way in, but we managed to outmaneuver him. Now we just have to play it cool and sneak through here to... Uzi! Okay, that was a pretty good death. All right, how about this time we lure the little CULT to our train, where we swat the little mobsquito with fire! Don't you float your gun at me. And I guess fortune favors the bloodthirsty because this time in the mine we find a can of blue paint. Yes! Haha! Guess it's time to celebrate by, getting shot by goons 3 times. Come on. Ugh, I'm so sick of being derailed. Why can't I just be rich? PG-13, PG-13. Managed to grab the egg though, and it's blue too. Oh, it'll match the train. What a glorious day. One of the thorn in my side cult members tries to chase us out. But that just means another kill we can add to the count. Got some fresh meat for ya, Bob. Yeah! I hate you, I hate you, I hate you and your stupid Renaissance fair pantaloons. And now, for the paint job I've been waiting for this entire game. Yes, behold, in all its, oh come on, it still looks kind of purple. Damn it, game. I guess if I mix some red blood with it with a couple more kills. Here you go, Bob. All right, that was actually a good death scream. Still looks purple though. We arrive at the temple and telekinetically insert the eggs into a prism. Like you do. Warren Charles III then shows up looking like a cross between Lawrence from Office Space and Stanley Ipkiss. He tries to stop us, but we no listen.
No! You fool! You doomed us all!
Oh wait, was Warren actually trying to save us by protecting the eggs? Are we the baddies? Oh well. Char Chools then arrives to ingest our generic skybeam, causing him to grow like a Grinch heart until he reveals his final form.
Kill Charles!
As we flee the temple, Charles evicts a goon from his home and his life before chewing on Warren, which is just gloriously horrifying. While he's busy with his Warren buffet, we board the pain train ready to fight this giant spider like a Nick Cage Superman. Unfortunately, Hell Charles is far more formidable. He's bigger, stronger, and can teleport. So this time, Charles is in charge of taking our lives a few more times before we adjust our strategy from shooting him to shooting him better. The trick is to repair the train as Charles damages it, using the remaining bits of scrap to buy enough time to start the final episode of Thomas the Terror Engine.
With Charles in place on the bridge, the bombs detonated, sending him into the sky. "Oh no," said Charles. "I wish my gameplay loop had been less repetitive. Maybe if I..." But before he could lament any further, a kill graphic verified that Charles had been killed, impaled through the face, thus signaling that this train was no longer in service.
We linger on a wonderfully gruesome shot of Choo Choo Charles's corpse as the credits roll. 2-star games? Yeah, that sounds about right.
But wait! There's more!
As an after the credits scene reveals, there's plenty more money to be made in this franchise, with an entire cave full of delicious train eggs.
Tonight, we feast.
How many Aaron Nerum Knights lost their locomotivation to live? Let's find out and get to the numbers. Oh, crap. I'm stuck. Okay, all right, I just need to teleport someplace I can move like Charles. Yeah!
Where'd it go?
Where the hell am I? Oh God, why isn't my mouth moving? Wait, copy paste the trees, rain that doesn't affect me, a casual cannibal witch lady? I'm in the game! Which means I can finally be with my Pickle wife! Crap. A total of 10 people or creatures died in Choo Choo Charles. The kills consisted of 9 humans and 1 Giga Spider trained from hell, all of them male, I assume. I mean, everyone calls Charles a him, but he does lay eggs. You know what, whatever, who cares? It's a blueberry pie chart. So, how does this compare to other playthroughs? Well, if you avoid killing any of the moblins, the lowest kills possible would be 4. And if you took your time to lure every culty mob to your train and killed them, the highest would be 18, putting us on a less electrified third rail of kills. As for player deaths, we died 15 times. 8 kills from the mob, 5 chomps by Charles, 1 more chomp by Barry, and 1 death by standing too close to Dynamite, which is sad. So with a playthrough time of the longest 3 hours and 23 minutes of Ryder Addison's life, that gave us a player death on average every 13.5 minutes, and a kill on average every 20.3 minutes. I'll give the golden chainsaw for coolest kill to the train, the myth, the viral merchandising legend, Choo Choo Charles himself. I had no idea trains could hold that much blood, and I love that the game lingers on the shot of the corpse during the end credits. Dull Machete for lamest kill goes to nameless mining company goon number whatever. They all look the same, sound the same, use the same stock phrases, and most of them died the same too. And the royal reload for best character death goes to our round the corner mob hit. It was so sudden and absolutely hilariously timed with his line delivery.
Uzi!
And that's it. Choo Choo Charles came out in 2022 and received mixed reviews from critics, but achieved viral internet fame and an endless amount of hatred from Ryder Addison, who failed to kill me like she promised. Next month, I'll be hopping on a train to Raccoon City for Resident Evil 2. But until then, I'm a man who grew up with a pet Mexican rose-gray tarantula named Rosie. And this.
This has been the killing of Zoran. I gotta clean this up now.
On the next kill count.
Stranger Things, one of the biggest Netflix shows ever, starring a bunch of kids who grow up way too fast when there are years between seasons. After the delay between seasons 3 and 4, Papa Netflix swore we wouldn't have to wait that long again.
Sometimes Papa doesn't tell the truth.
But now season 5 is finally coming to give us the conclusion we've all been waiting for.
It's time suffering to end.
Why not go back and re-experience season 4? Doesn't that sound like fun?
That was fun.
Yeah, I thought so. Stranger Things 4 is bigger, badder, and more mature as the kids head to high school and encounter new evils.
Wipe out!
Well, yeah, nasty mean girls, but also this slimy motherfucker.
Vecna's curse.
But even with new faces, fresh horrors, and a darker, more mature tone, some Stranger Things never change.
Always the goddamn babysitter.
Shut up, Steve. You know you love it. This week, join the Hellfire Club and watch Stranger Things 4 on Netflix. All frickin' 13 hours of it.
You want something, freak?
Then on Friday, return to the Upside Down for part 1 of the season's kill count, only on Dead Meat.
Hold on to your butts, bro chachos.
Stranger Things, Season 4 can currently be watched on the pictured streaming platforms. Dead always recommends you watch the movie for yourself before its kill count. It's the only way to have your own properly informed opinion. Kill counts are never meant to replace the experience of watching a film.
I'm alive! Yeah! You didn't actually kill me. You tried so much to kill me. Why, Addison? Why hate me so much?
It's not about you, it's about the train. I remember vividly finding out about the game and being like, yeah, it's an evil train, it's a scary train, whatever. And then like getting my first assignment related to it, and the question was like, what happens if you take all of Choo Choo Charles's eggs? And I was sitting at my laptop and I went, what do you mean it has eggs?
It was the same reaction James had, because he had no idea what it was. I'm like, oh, I just played Choo Choo Charles. I had to get the train eggs. He's like, what the fuck is this game? Go ahead and hold on to these train eggs that you have disliked so much. There you go. There's all the train eggs.
I think it's very cool objectively for a single person to make a full game and have that game do very, very well. Yep. But also, I've done my time in the Choo Choo Charles mines.
Well, now you're out of those mines, and you moved on to the Resident Evil 2 mine.
Yeah! Honestly, I love Resident Evil. That's where my video game boyfriend, Leon Kennedy, is.
He is a lovely gun-toting himbo. We'll be doing that one next month, so tune in for that. I got my live streams going on every Thursday on Dead Meat Presents. Again, still a thing that's happening with this guy. So check those out.
Yeah. What are you gonna do with these now?
They're all yours now. Enjoy. Bye.
God, are you kidding me? Be good, people.
That's my line.